Hello! It's a beautiful weather with the snow melting, and we are climbing 40 plus degrees today, so that's good. Now, I'm here in one of my properties, and I'm gonna share with you, if you bought a property or if you're planning to buy a property, are 4 factors that you must consider, or I must consider, or you should consider whether the property you bought is a business or an investment. So there are 4 things, 4 factors that I need to know about. Number 1, risk tolerance. If the property we bought, or if something, it could be a stock or a Bitcoin or other cryptocurrency, if whatever you bought is high risk, then is it a business or is it an investment? So for example, stocks, right? The risk factor, the risk tolerance for it, when there is an economic crash or when there is a pandemic going on, you gotta have a higher risk tolerance for it, because why? The changes, it goes up and down depending on the economic factors. If there's a war, then the stock market can go down. Now, what is your risk tolerance? With business, there's lower risk, because why? Before you bought it going in that you have calculated risk. Now with the stock market, it's not in your control, it's beyond your control, and now you're relying on others to run the company, and that's why they're in the stocks, right? So you just hope and pray that the president or whoever is running the company handles it very well, that you're able to have cash flow, income, appreciation, not cash flow, because the only way to get that money is if you sell the stock. So it's more an appreciation at some point in time, that you're able to get your money in whatever appreciation that you get from buying that stock. So what is your risk tolerance? Number 2, the time that you allot into that investment or into that business or into that something that whatever you bought. So if you spend so much time into, for example, the apartment, if you spent so much time in the property that you bought, then most likely it is a business, because you are spending a lot of time. Now, for example, again, stocks. If I buy a stocks, then there's less time. Unless I'm day trading, there's less time once I bought it, and then I just check on it after 3 months or 6 months. That's time, right? With business, it takes longer time. There's more time you invest into that business. Third, whether it's a business or investment, is work. Now with business, because you just bought it, right? You're now the CEO, the president of that business. Now you have to put in more work. Oh, thank you to my listener and viewer. There's more hard work, because now it is your business. So now you have to invest your time, you spend more time, and you gotta do the hard work more than any work than your employee. You'll invest more, you'll be working hard more than anybody in that property or in that item that you bought, whether it's stocks or a property. Now with investment, because it's an investment, you should be only putting in a small amount of time, because it's an investment. Not unless, again, if you're day trading, where you're spending watching the trends of the stock market going up and down, then that is more work for you. So now we talked about, the risk tolerance. Second, we talked about the time we invest. Third, we talked about the hard work if we're doing a business. Fourth, I'm going to show you from behind. Fourth is whether to determine if it's a business or an investment. I'm blanking. What is the 4th one? So we talked about number 1 is the risk tolerance. Number 2 is the hard work. Number 3 is the time we invest. And 4th, I will let you know next time once I remember it. But these are the 3 out of the 4 that I can think of right now, whether our item or our property that we bought is an investment or a business. So I gotta prepare myself before I buy something. Am I putting in a lot of my time? Am I putting in a lot of my hard work into it? Am I a high risk tolerant or my low risk tolerant? Can I tolerate the waves, the up and down of the economy? Can I ride the wave of the up and down of the stock market? And for me, I can't tolerate the up and down of the stock market. So most likely I'll stick to buying apartments. Now, when I speak of apartments, we gotta think that as time goes by, we cannot just have 1 or 2, because yes, we'll say, yeah, it is a business, but then we have to know our exit plan, the exit, because not only do we think of the appreciation, but do we want to be working on it for a long time, because then it will become a job. And if we're putting in because if we're putting in more hours, if we're doing the hard work, then it becomes our job. So we got to think of exit. Can we find people to manage our business? If the answer is yes, then that means we've got to grow and scale that business. So if we buy 1 or 2 apartments, then our goal next time is to be buying more properties so that we can exit out. Exit means you're not selling the property. Exit means you are exiting the role as the president or as the chief of your business. You got to pass on that hat to other people, to other employees, so that what you can have a life. You can enjoy more things that you would like to do, things with your family, things for travel. So that is what I mean by exit. With investment, if you're investing, your risk tolerance may be high. You're putting in less time. It's less work for you, because it's an investment. And fourth is the exit, right? You can always exit. You can go cruising. You can go on vacation without having to think what the investment is doing. So, risk tolerance, the time, the work that we put in, the exit. So those are my friends, the differences of having a business and an investment. Take care until next time. God bless us all.